we're gonna do this scenario right here. The title of this is a play on The Good Place, but I don't think it's gonna be like that. I don't think. I'm gonna. Sorry, this probably sounds very loud. Sorry. I smile. Oh wait, hold on. So, I smiled. A flame of satisfaction. That sounds like a infernal portent. Flickering in my chest as I showed the conductor my ticket and boarded the train. After my travels, trying to check out the hotel on Limbo, I was glad to find that the process of buying a train ticket to heaven was so smooth. Too smooth. Indeed, it went with almost pneumatic efficiency. Pneumatic? Like the Jetsons? Like Futurama? So this is what excellent service is like, I thought as I sat down on the plush train seat. Perhaps it was a touch too soft, but I was eager to get as far from the hotel as possible and was forgiving of these small matters. The train began to fill with other travelers, and the conductor announced over the speakers that we will be departing Limbo for heaven shortly. 700 years, you can do it staying on your head. Till then, there will be snacks and refreshments served in the dining car. I smiled beatifically as my fellow travelers and got up, eager to make my way over to indulge in the repast. As the joy soon fades, I had only taken a couple of steps before finding that there was already a large queue of fat passengers waiting to enter the dining car. I craned my head to see how long the wait was, and to my dismay, I saw that it would seem to extend for at least the length of one train car. I took a deep breath and reminded myself that we ought to be on our way as soon, and that really it was quite understandable that the other passengers would want some food too. She's just like a Karen. My good mood restored, I folded my hands and waited. By the time I got to the dining car, I'm gonna find out that she's like a baron in hell. The train was still stalled and I was ravenous. Unfortunately, all that remained of the snack buffet was a single graham cracker, along with 2 pieces of limp raspberries. When I tried to bolster my rapidly flagging spirits by searching for a drink, the only thing on offer was flat, lukewarm tonic water. The nerve. Has she ever? She's never. The staff was already beginning to clean up. I glumly munched on the graham cracker and flagged down one of the... You did not touch the raspberries. Excuse me. I was wondering if I could purchase a meal. You see, I'm dreadfully hungry, and it seems that there's hardly any food left here in the dining car snack buffet. The waiter looked at me with bovine placidity. My apologies, but... That was our special event here, and that took a lot of our resources, so we're going to be having no more food for the duration of the trip. We're very sorry. That's it. Okay, bye. I stared blankly at him. Was he talking about the train trip? He nodded and walked away. The last I heard, his voice faded as the train doors closed. I sat back in my chair and considered my options. Well, starving wasn't one of them. That's not on the table, obviously. Obviously. Well, starving wasn't one. the empty plate. It was a shame that the train was stalled, but it was better than nothing. I wondered what was keeping the train from moving again, but I couldn't muster the energy to care. I decided to make do with what I had. Then I had an idea. Hey, does anyone know if there's a food court in the train station? Do I have time to, like, make a scoot over there and get some chips? The answer came in the form of a loud crash. I jerked my head up to see that the dining car had been struck by another car. A woman screamed. The train... Wait, hold on. Yeah, train ticket. It was definitely delayed. I stood up and started walking toward the train station. Okay, yeah, definitely. They have to report things, so... Yeah. Okay, the clear accident means there's going to have to be a report, and the authorities are going to be called. So I definitely have time. I can maybe even do a kiki in the bathroom. Alright. Great. I go to the food court and see my options. the kiki. I stepped on to the train station and was immediately assailed by the smells of grilled meat and freshly baked bread. I was about to turn around and walk away when I noticed... Assailed? Do I not like that? I think since I'm in the afterlife, I'm probably going to have to remind myself of what my appetites are. Self, what are my appetites? I should know that because I've got this thing, and if I don't know what it is, I'm going to die. That's bad. I'm sure that's bad. So I'm thinking that I'm hungry, and I'm going to remember that I'm hungry. But what do I eat? Is what I'm thinking. And drink. What's my favorite drink? I was thirsty, so I should probably drink some water. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna get some chips. I'm gonna eat some chips. I'm gonna get some ice cream. I'm gonna turn the randomness on. I always do that. I realize Sensible Moth has all the things. And I'm gonna get some ice cream. And ice cream is the afterlife. I'm gonna find out my appetites. And maybe it won't be just concrete. Okay, you think you know? I think you know what I should get. I should just have to get the thing. It's on my mind, and that's what it is, and that's all. That's what's on my mind. Now, where the hell did I get this from? Where's everyone? Why aren't they doing their shopping? I can see there's something here, but no one's buying anything. What is that something? Examine it, eyes. And what is that something? Self, use your eyes, look at it, and examine it. Closely. Like magnify, enhance, closely. Magnify, enhance, and then lock onto it. Yeah, look onto it too, sure. Closely now. I want you close with it. The thing you got inside. Long silence, then the voice. What's that now? What do you mean you closed the store? I thought it would be happen open until 5. I can't tell, but who says I'll buy something? I just saw the shopkeeper leave to pick some up for his wife. Food and drink. I'm looking for food and water. I believe in these things. I just saw the shopkeeper leave to pick some up with his wife, and anyway, he's got no idea if the place will be even in business when he comes back. Jesus Christ. Just trying to go to fucking heaven. I realize, spoiler, I'm probably actually in hell. And it might be other people, it might not. Okay. I told you to use my powers for the greater good of all, not yours or hers. I didn't ask for it, I just wanted you to close it. Close the store now. Oh. There was a long, awkward pause. The woman who I just seen in the store stared at her hands as if there was nothing more to say. Let's make this into adventure mode. Because okay. Excuse me, miss. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, miss. Miss. Am I missing something here? I was going to get some food and water of a type, and now everything's closed? What's going on? The shopkeeper said he left to pick up food for his family. The people on the bus, including myself, were in a hurry, so I couldn't stay and argue. But I would be very happy to take over and pay for my groceries with a credit card. I handed my credit card to the woman, which she took. She looked a bit bewildered, but accepted the transaction without any trouble and went back inside. I sighed. Okay, you do that. I'll just wait over here. Okay. Just make sure it's a little bit fast, because I think my vehicle is about to go. You are a ghost on the Limbus Express. I thought it was a train. That was a train. This is not as advertised. I'm going on my first trip to heaven, but I haven't checked in at the hotel. So I'm kind of stuck, and there's a whole train station full of shit, and I'm dying of hunger. I was all fucking full of stuff. I'm dying of hunger, and that was all for the purpose of getting to this hotel, so if you can get my stuff there, that'd really help me. But yeah, no, I'll be by the store. I'll just keep silent. Just not say a word while you do your thing with the card. I can only get to my things through my body and not through this thing that you're talking about. My body doesn't move, so what's it for? I see you've done the work to prepare your mind before. Words in my mouth are just the wind, and your mind can ignore them if it wants. But what do we need the voice for? Doesn't serve any purpose, and it distracts me, so you're just going to make an effort not to hear me talk. That's big enough for a change for one day, isn't it? What's the exercise supposed to be for? I'm going to give a few examples to try to convince the thing to work. Let's start with the first. There's this thing that's over the door that says food. You can feel the pain. Now it's your time to focus on it, so the next words don't matter. So it's my turn. Here's what happens. The thing is where the thing that's like an animal in my body gets stuck. Sorry. I'm going to open it and get my stuff back, but I'm scared. Is there something I'm doing wrong? If there is, please tell me, but also do something about the fear. It's making me not know the way, and then maybe it won't make my heart beat like that. Oh, now I know what to do. Oh, and the first example worked. I was able to calm the creature in my throat so I could continue. It was time to move up the ladder of the building that had my luggage. I walked up 3 flights and finally came to a door marked 2. There wasn't anyone to stop me when I opened it, so I pushed on it and entered my apartment. There were 4 people sitting on the living room couch. But hey, this isn't my couch, this is Aunt Marcia's couch, and that's in Schenectady, so what gives? What's up? What's good? What's up? I didn't know you lived here. My voice is a low rumble that seems to vibrate through my chest rather than the air around it. Why are there so many people? We got stranded here, man. I saw a young couple who were just married and excited for their new home. How do I know you're a couple? You're a couple. You are a couple. Oh, crap. We're getting in on the last days of this battery. Let me get the cord. Get the cord. Let's see here. She smiles at him slyly. He nods. She reaches up with her hand to brush some strands of his blonde hair away from his face. Oh yeah, that feels right. She's touching my head now. I look at the ground for a moment and realize I'm staring. I look at my eyes. It smells like a sweet, innocent smile, and it blushes and covers it. Oh my god. And covers herself with her arm. Oh, god. My voice cracks. What am I, in like middle school or something? What am I? What am I, in middle school or something? It took everything to keep composure and not run out of there. But the fact was that they did live in the town in which I used to go to high school. They weren't strangers to me, but they looked like teenagers. Not just any teenagers. They seemed old enough for me to know, but it was a terrible shock to say the least. Oh, I have a refrigerator here. I'm gonna get some food there. I stood for the rest of eternity, my mouth dry and locked, while a pair of blue-tinted spectacles materialized in the empty space between my ears. A woman smiled, then reached out with one finger to touch me. I shuddered violently and backed away, trying to flee. Her finger felt cold as ice against my brow, and her expression somehow sad and happy all at once. Hey, do you mind wearing a glove next time you do that? Like, next time, wear a glove. There is no time, nor any need. We must move. It has come for us, and we are needed elsewhere. The man looks down. His eyes are full of tears. She reaches up to wipe the corners of them, then leans over and gives him a hug. Well, you're gonna hell in a hurry if that thing in your mouth does not shut up. And stop touching other parts of my body. I will kill you myself. I'm sorry. And you are? Question mark? He's the only friend you've ever made. Don't forget it for even a second. If you want me dead, and you do, you'd better get on with it. There was something I wanted to say. It came to my mind again and again. There's no use waiting. It's too late. No, wait. I can't go on forever. But it wasn't. I stopped. I waited. A small part of my consciousness seemed aware that it had not been heard for a long while, and so said the words, "There's a difference of opinion as to the definition of the verb to listen, and whether it can apply to the point of interruption. I believe that I may now take the initiative to explain my position, if only to clear the air. I'm just trying to find a fucking piece of food to eat and a glass of... I'm just trying to find a Jesus Christing food to eat. I'm just trying to find a Jesus Christ on a cracker and some water. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And I'm trying to do both those things in remembrance of him. And I'm trying to do both of those things in remembrance of him. In remembrance of him. In remembrance of him. There we go. I'll tell you the first thing I need. I need a piece to bite off with my front teeth that you know about. That's where your tongue comes in. Just open it up wide and I'm going to stick this bit of flesh into the hole. You do it for a while until it starts getting uncomfortable. Then just relax your muscles for a moment. You do what? Oh, I get it. You don't like to talk with your hands. Well, I'm not much for conversation either, to tell the truth. I think there's something very important about the words and their sound. Words like words are a different matter, though. Like words. I should give you some pause between those things. Water. You're the first of the people on the train to realize that this isn't possible to eat yourself. There was another man sitting at the back who, upon seeing you start to eat, immediately tried the same action and discovered the impossibility. I'm sorry. I started to eat myself? I don't remember that. Well, you can stop. You aren't hungry anyway, I hope. I can only move when I have a goal in sight, and there's no more need to hurry. The emotion dies. My mind goes quiet. But I know what to do. I'm free. Like wind in a tree or like an angel, I move freely to my goal, and nothing stops me from going. It was good that the man had told me. I'm sorry again. Who are you again? Well, we're all lost. You're just the first to find it. If we could speak in a loud enough tone, I'd let you know where we are. We are at one of the station entrances to heaven. The entrance from Limbo. You're at the door, which is painted white, with gold trim, and a red star on each side. There are 6 windows, 3 across, 1 above, below, 2 along the sides. The door has a gold nameplate reading station entrance, first gate, first circle. The door themselves look to be wood, no locks or bolts of any kind. There's a bell next to it. I wonder if the bells would ring in heaven. Well, there's air, breathing air, so it must be like a medium that sound can travel. So yeah, I would say yes, let's try it. I ring the bell. I ring the bell. It rings, a low and deep ringing that seems to vibrate the walls of my apartment around me. It sounds as though the whole building might collapse. Bell clatters loudly and painfully in my skull for a length of time. I'm the longest song on earth. Friend's gonna keep me up. Can't go to bed yet. Not if I want the voice in my mouth to quiet. So I sit and listen to the noises that fill the world. There's someone at the door and he says, it has come. He says, come to the table of honor at once, we await you. Then a pair walks by and he tells them, you can see him. A third comes by carrying an empty glass. And before he says anything, I say Fresca. You've been drinking. That will probably kill you if you keep it up. I'm not kidding. Drink some more, and your heart will stop. It's the same as you are right now. A dead body. A corpse in a coffin, in the morgue, on a gurney, in a room full of other dead bodies. So there's no Fresca? Jesus Christ. No.